G'day Barons, today I'm going to talk about the famous Tiger Woods Stinger. I was lucky enough to learn this shot off the great man at the Match Play Championships in early 2000s when we went there with Bads. And his little tips on this changed my life in terms of being able to keep the ball down in the wind. He had a few little tips that were very different to what I'd ever heard before when playing a low ball. And basically here they are. When you're playing a low stinger, what most people do is they put the ball right back in their stance, okay, and try to trap the ball. But all this really does is create a lot of angle of, let's call it descent into the ball, which makes the ball start low, but then you've got spin and revolutions cause the ball to go left and right, plus take off like a jet through the atmosphere when it starts to spin a lot. So you want to keep the spin down. So his tips were this: stand normally and put the ball only slightly back in your stance, not very far at all, just slightly back of middle. I've got a 3-iron here, which would usually be in the front half, but put it just back of middle. Narrow the stance up a little bit, okay? That will help the swing stay low and long through the ball. If you get too wide, you can get a little bit choppy, okay? So narrow the stance a touch. Weight transference is a big one. You want the weight on the front foot a little bit, but not too much. Don't stack your weight massively, creating yet again a sharp angle. We don't want that. We want just a little bit of weight forward. So the first 3 rules are ball slightly back, stance slightly narrow, and weight slightly forward, okay? Once you've got all those little 3 points in there, the biggest tip that he gave us was that you do not stand low and try to trap it. Stand the opposite, stand tall, okay? And when you stand tall, you want to swing low and long, as low as you possibly can through the ball, and as long as you possibly can through the ball, to take off the revolutions from the ball, to take off spin. The sharper you swing down, the more the ball will elevate. It'll start low, but then it'll take off. You want to take this club as low and long or horizontal as you basically can try to make it, with a little bit of de-loft so that the ball starts low but stays low because it hasn't got much spin. And he made this shot obviously worldwide famous with his 3-wood stinger. So the little tips here are narrow the stance a touch, ball back a touch, weight forward just a little bit, but the big one, stand tall and swing low and long through impact. And that low and long keeps the club low to the ground, but also the ball low to the ground. If you do that at the driving range, you will really add some swagger to your swing. If you like that video and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Also the notification bell. But if you want to get all the inside stuff, head over to golfbarons.com and sign up for our Inner Sanctum.
Boom.